repping that new Brute Impact fashion, baby. Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Cullen's Music Corner. I'm Cullen the Great. Today we're going to be talking about Lukas Graham's newest track, Where I'm From, featuring one of my favorite artists of all time, Wiz Khalifa. Let's dive right on in. So, fun fact, I'm sure a majority of you watching this already know, I'm sure all you Lukas Graham fans out there already know, but one thing that I did not know, and I figured out while I was learning to play their famous song, 7 Years on the Piano, is that Lukas Graham is actually a band. It is not a person named Lukas Graham. It is a band called Lukas Graham. So it's not one guy making all the music. It is an actual band. The lead singer, the instrumentalist, the main kind of guy of it all, it's Lukas Forchhammer. I apologize if I butchered the pronunciation on that. But he is the lead guy, so that is kind of where you get half of the name Lukas Graham from. Don't know where the last name comes from. Don't know why they named their band after somebody that isn't real, I guess. For those of you that might have more information, I would appreciate it if you let me know down in the comments below. But when I figured that out, my mind was absolutely blown. This whole time, I had always thought it was one person just coming up with killer music. Come to find out, it is a group of a few people making some great music. So anyways, first things first, Wiz Khalifa is one of those artists who does incredible collaborations with musicians and bands such as Lukas Graham. Everybody knows his hit song See You Again with Charlie Puth. He just kind of sounds good with musicians that are in that pop genre that kind of have a little bit more folk pop to it, I guess you could say. I don't know, but he just has the perfect ability to blend in with musicians like Lukas Graham and Charlie Puth. He just sounds really good with them. He offers more of a positive and unique outlook on the verses and songs that can sometimes be a little bit more heavy, a little bit more sad. See You Again, a perfect example of that. He does have a upbeat flow. The rhythm and the vibes are all good in his verses, and then of course the chorus is something a little bit heavy to remember a legend. Lukas Graham sounded incredible in this song. I think they sound good in everything they do. You hear the typical piano in the background, the crisp, clean sounding vocals, not too many delays or reverbs, effects on those vocals. They just sound really good. And then of course Wiz Khalifa's verse, it was incredible. I thought he did a really good job. He is one of those musicians, although he is one of my favorites, that is kind of falling off the bandwagon. He has reached his peak and he is slowly on the decline. That is just my opinion. I've listened to him for maybe 10 years now, and I just think his best stuff is behind him. But when he comes out with features and tracks like this, even the saga of Wiz Khalifa this year was really good, but when he comes out with tracks like this, it gives me hope that there is still some Wiz left. The overall concept of this song was very, very simple. You just had hook, verse, a little bit of a pre-hook, and then you ended it with a hook again. But the hook itself was, again, very short, very simple. There's not a whole lot going on. I think it's only maybe 4 bars. They might extend it out in the middle of the song to maybe 8 or 12, and then of course at the end they double it over, so it's 2 verses or 2 hooks at the end of the song, just to kind of add a little bit more to the overall track. Get that hook stuck in your head, get that chorus kind of caught up in your noggin. So one thing that I did notice, especially in Wiz Khalifa's verse, I know I'm talking a lot about Wiz Khalifa in this song, I just think he did a really good job, but one thing I did notice in his verse is that the instrumental sounded very, very, very similar to See You Again, and I think that's why I'm drawing so many comparisons between the two tracks. His flow and the sound, the instruments behind it just sound very similar to that, and not that there's anything wrong with that. He's, like I said, he sounds good over those kind of beats with these kind of artists in those kinds of songs, but it just sounded a little similar to me, and I don't know if anyone else heard that, but That was just me. Yeah, I think that just about does it for my Lukas Graham and Wiz Khalifa review on Where I'm From. Overall, I'm going to give the song an 8 out of 10. I think that it was a really well put together track. I think Lukas Graham had a solid verse. I think the hook was real catchy. It sounded clean, crisp. It was good. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you guys checking out my videos. If you liked what you saw, go ahead, click that like and subscribe button. Let me know what you think of Lukas Graham's newest track featuring Wiz Khalifa. And if you guys have any more information on the band Lukas Graham and why they're called Lukas Graham, let me know down in the comments section below. If you haven't yet, make sure you go check out the newest Cullen The Great every day, available on all streaming services. And while you're at it, you might as well follow me on all my socials too. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter under @CullenTheGreat_. You can find me on Facebook under Cullen The Great, and of course on all your streaming services under Cullen The Great. And then one very special announcement and shout out. I just want to shout out Brute Impact Fashion, Brute Impact Clothing. I am now an official brand ambassador for them. So if you guys like what you see, go ahead, visit their website. Use that code CullenTheGreat25 to get 25% off of your purchase. That's right, I'm going to save you 25% off your purchase. I'll leave all the info down in the description box below. Peace.